It's Brett. Happy Wednesday. I just finished going through evaluating all of the assessments you submitted for our first unit. First unit is done and we're now into Unit 2. Congratulations to Bobby and to Connie, our two high scores on our unit assessments. Fantastic job. Here's a bit of a follow-up though for you. My overall impression of our Unit 1 assessments. Overall, here's what you've got to do. Remember, our textbook, that black book says critical thinking on it. That ought to be the foundation upon which we build all of our responses. So when you're doing an assessment and you have an essay response and it asks you to define something or to describe something, you ought to go running to that place in the chapter where it defines it or it describes it. You have to include textual support in your response. Either quote it or paraphrase it and then cite it properly at the end of the sentence. That's incorporating the text. You follow that with your analysis of the text. What does it mean in your own terms? And then you apply it. And that's a very well-developed answer. Textual support that is analyzed and applied. Think of that every time you go forward. We had a lot of folks that just sort of answered it on their own, and that's fine. I want you to do that, but you've got to have textual support in there, including the page number so that other people can reference. We know what you're talking about. So make sure we include textual support every time we're providing a written response to something. If you don't understand your question, you may go to the text but find yourself in the wrong place of the text. So if you don't understand the question, please ask questions of me during the week. I'm either a phone call away, an email away, or an Ask the Professor discussion forum post away. You can always get a hold of me in those three ways. Discussion posts, very, very good. Going forward, remember, you have to have your initial post in by Saturday. You have to respond to another student's post no later than Tuesday. I recommend you do that sooner. And don't just comment. Make sure you ask questions. Remember, the goal is to start a conversation. The only way to do that is to ask good questions of one another and then have a conversation through Tuesday. So keep that up as we head into Unit 2. Here in Unit 2, our reading assignment, chapters 2 and 3 in our text. Read those very carefully. And we don't have an assessment like we did this week. Instead, we have a writing assignment. It's a journal. It's one of those 9 strategies that you're going to read in chapters 2 and 3. You have to write about 3 things that have happened over the course of this week. So don't write about something that's happened in your life or when you were a child. Between today, Wednesday, the 14th of December, and next Tuesday, keep a journal and write about 3 things that happened. And you've got to ask yourself some specific questions about what happened and answer them. Here's an example. Today, I got snowed in. I came home from work early today. It's Wednesday, December 14th. We've got a blizzard here in upstate New York, and I had to drive home early in a blizzard. The person in front of me thought it would be a good idea to go 10 miles an hour with their flashers on. Well, it wasn't that bad. I felt myself getting frustrated. I was tempted to pass when I shouldn't pass. Why was I thinking those things? Was I in a hurry to get somewhere? Was I letting my emotions control my decisions? Was I about to make a bad decision? I could write that particular event down in my journal, and that could be one of the things I described. A trip to Walmart, sitting in the bleachers at your kid's baseball game. All of those kinds of things are events that happen in our lives, and that's what we're after. 3 events that happened in the course of this week, and then make sure you read the syllabus for the specifics of how to construct your journal. If you don't know that or you got questions, ask me. I'll love to help you. In the meantime, stay warm. I'm trying to stay warm. Enjoy the week, and I'll see you on the discussion boards. Thanks.